evening, ladies and gentlemen. You have heard many great speeches tonight. These bright young men and women have given you the most honest insights into their hearts and minds. And the fact that you are here right now celebrating and listening to us is the best proof that our voices count. About 3 weeks ago, when the senior class really get into the process of speech writing, everybody was trying to be as honest and heartfelt as possible, in addition to having to squeeze it into a limited time slot. And I was very hesitant about the honesty factor because it was outside of my comfort zone. Bare my soul, it was difficult for me to bring my heart out and present it to the public, but I will do my best. To understand how much I have changed being at Oak Grove, you must know who I was before coming into this wonderful institution. Standing before you is an Asian student who fits all the stereotypes. And if you want to know what Asian stereotype is, you can search on Wikipedia and you will see that it states that Asians are hardworking, political inactive, studious, intelligent, productive, and offensive people who have elevated their social standing through merit and diligence. And correct, yep, totally. My mother's way of parenting was that of a tiger mom. And thanks to her strict parenting and high expectations, I had always been top of the class. And you must understand that I'm from Vietnam, a country in which is still very heavily under the influence of communism. So every week from Monday to Saturday for 9 years, I had to wear uniform to school with a red scarf to remember the great purpose of communism. And school was a battlefield, and all my classmates were Tiger Cubs, just as hungry and for the top rank as I was. So as you can see, before Oak Grove, academia for me was competition. The more you strive for academic excellence, the more you succeed in life. The better you are in grades and rank, the better you are as a human being. And my thoughts were skeptical. Education without competition would turn us all into hippies. So that was me 3 years ago, skeptical, competitive, and shallow. And after 3 years living in Ohio and 2 years being at Oak Grove, I have met many people who have changed and influenced my way of thinking. And people usually ask me how it feels like being thousands of miles away from home. I can probably answer that I have never, ever been happier. Living at Oak Grove and Ohio has shaped me in the best way possible. My dorm mother, Marcella, is among the few people that I cling on to the most here. I called her treasure of the earth once every day because that's what she is to me. When I'm preoccupied and worried about my future, I talk to my dorm father, Eddie. I have learned so many life lessons from this bizarre human being. Let me share with you one of his many stories, many of his life lessons to me. Most of us know about the Disney movie Dumbo. It is a story about an elephant with unusually large ear, and a lot of other animals laugh at his appearance. But thanks to that particular large ears, he was able to fly. But he doesn't trust his ability, so a crow gave him a feather and said that as long as he holds on to the feather, he can fly. So, like Dumbo, I need a talisman to secure my gift. And my talisman was my work ethic. As a stereotype Asian student, academic excellence was all that I was good for, or so I thought. And after many days and nights seeing me choking down those coffee mugs, Eddie and I had a long talk. And finally he told me, Tohanh, you are like Dumbo. You don't know that without the feather, you can still fly. And he was right. And for all the strange talks we have together, Eddie and Marcella, thank you. I wouldn't be standing here tonight if it wasn't for my mother. She might have been the fiercest tiger mom out there. And however challenging it was growing up in her den, the bottom line is that she has helped prepare me for the intellectual rigor of college. And for that, Tiger Mom, thank you. Mẹ ơi, con cảm ơn mẹ. When I look back at my journey, traveling halfway around the world in search of a different type of learning, the true kind of learning, so many things have happened. And yet when I look back at everything that happened, both good and bad and depressing events, I wouldn't change a thing. Because someone once told me that life is like a trail mix bag. You can't pick and choose. You can't. Because that would be cheating. You can't pick and choose. You have to take the whole package. And now I have eaten both the sweet raisin and the crunchy walnuts, which I hate. The bag is now empty.
All right.
But everything that was in the package, they remain in me as beautiful, beautiful memories. And I am about to open a new trail mix bag in college, a very hippie college. And I bet, karma, right? Because I never knew that I would be a hippie. But I will go to a very hippie college, and I bet that there will be plenty of nuts in it, but I will enjoy them all. Thank you.